Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hopefully, I'm not having food on my face. Whew. Let's run this down real quick. Hey, Mama McCoy, great morning to you. Thank you for always being here. Blessings, blessings. Lisa, thank you for blessing us and sharing. Good morning, Miss Deborah. Jeff in the building said, hey, good morning, guys. It's 6 a.m. here on the other side of Portland, Oregon. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for the sacrifice of watching us because I'm sure you're up for something. So I appreciate you putting us on your agenda to be a part of it that early or that late, depending on how your life goes. Some people shutting it down by 6. so, so I don't know what you be doing on those streets of Oregon. Happy Friday Eve. Oh, it's so funny. My life has not been about Friday probably for the last 3 years. And what I mean by that is outside, like the kids being out of school, knowing that the kids are out this Friday. Oh, you see, right, always up early. Hey, that's cool. Me too. Oh, so it's all my days are like literally the same, other than Saturday and Sunday not being on BOL, but it's other things I'm doing early. So it's it's enjoyable. It has its moments, but I love it. So thank God it's just we're alive. Praise the Lord. But yeah, so thank you guys for being here another day. Just another day. Appreciate you guys for rocking with the Brothers of Legacy. Where we don't stand out, we stand up. Just that, let's see. Can you read that? Let's see. Hold on. I think they can. Can you read that now? Yeah. Look at that. They done upgraded, so they done upgraded now. I can now you can read stuff. Um, so appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure you share. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. This motivational Thursday, where today we're going to be discussing mindset. I just want to kind of talk about that today. Changing your mindset, what that really means. You hear that a lot. I swear, I mean, it's been a term used probably for a long time, but it's really, to me, picked up within probably the last 10 years, with the different programs. Let me show you how to change your mindset in order to get wealth. Because, that's where it usually goes. Because honestly, we need mindset shifting in a lot of areas. Money is like this compared to all other nonsense areas we need to work on. So we're going to kind of talk about that a little bit. Just kind of motivate you. This is the Motivational Thursday. I'm going to motivate you while I motivate myself. This has just been one of them days. Shout out to the Henry County school system. Pray for them. Pray for them. Woo! Jesus. It's one, I usually put my kids on the bus. I've had to X that out. To think you became right. To thank God. Thank goodness you became a billionaire. I know that's right. Yeah, school system needs some work, guys. It needs some work. At least some of the public school systems that I've been a part. I want to make that clear. I can't even, because we all got our perspectives. But I guess if we all come together and compare notes, I'm sure all of our notes will look the same when it comes to the school system, especially if your child's in the public school system. So shout out to the public school system. Yeah, because I don't know where the problem might be. I don't know. Is it the administrators? Is it the system? Is it some of the teachers that just I'm encountering? I don't know. You see, I'm getting a tight lip. I don't know. I don't know. But today is Motivational Thursday. We need some motivation today. We're gonna go ahead and get ready, get started. I appreciate you guys for rocking with us. Even though I wasn't here yesterday, we had a unfortunate loss in our family. So had to make some moves yesterday, and we're back. So just pray for all of our families. We got so much going on. All right. Um, 988. Remember that number? 988. It's my PSA. 988. Hey, Dr. Ross, thank you. 988. It is a hotline. If you're having a mental health crisis, you or someone you love might be going through a mental health crisis. 988 is the number to call. And from my understanding, and I'm gonna keep up updates. It's the goal is to have 988 be a replacement for 911 with mental health issues. I appreciate that. So my condolences. Appreciate that. So just a quick PSA. That's probably gonna be my PSA. You know that I talk about continuously because it's an issue. It's an issue. It's we have a serious what seems and please excuse me the way my linguistics of describing it, which seems like a huge issue. And the only reason I say what seems like, I always say, because of the internet, social media, and the way we're connected, we know way more than we did prior to social media. You understand what I'm saying? So now we get to see more numbers or more things, more incidents happen or see it more current, constantly than we did before. Whereas we had to wait for the news. So the news has to cover it. If the news is not covering, it's not happening. You got it? But we know things are happening. Issues are happening, So now it's, instead of waiting for ABC News, you can see on my timeline what's going on in my world. I can see on Kadeem's timeline what's going on in his world, things of that nature. So whenever I say it seems like, it just because we have so much more access to. So statistically, we can get into that as well. That's the Dr. Rollins area. She can actually bust out some statistics, but we just be mindful. People are going through some things. People are silently hurting. People are silently dealing with some serious issues. So we just be mindful. You understand what I'm saying? Just reach out to those that you love, those that may be struggling with mental issues, just struggling emotionally. Because what do they say? What's the two kind of depressions? I just went blank there. But like a more medical depression or an emotional depression, each one can be just as bad. One can be probably a little more controllable than the other, because the chemically imbalance is a little more hard to handle. So I just kind of wanted to talk about that real quick because it's serious, and just because it hasn't happened in your space doesn't mean it doesn't exist. As you can see, you're on social media; it's happening all the time. There's this I won't say not a challenge, but how like everyone takes a song and they play it. And so there's this song that was going around that pretty much everybody, like if you lost somebody, and I was kind of scrolling. It was the worst thing in the world because I was like getting sad because you see older, well, you lived your life. But then you started seeing younger kids and then the suicides, and it was like, yeah, it was rough. It was rough. So pray for the world, pray for those that are going through. And we know the depression has no financial bound. It's those that have a lot. It's those that have a little. It's those that have some in the middle that are good. It knows no bound. Of course, those that are trying to get it can't understand why someone that seems to have it all can be in such a state. But it happens. People are in a room full of folks and still feel alone. So that's real. All right. So don't want to bring it down. I'm sorry. I didn't want to be a downer, but I need you guys just to take note of it because it's real. I lost a cousin who was on track to be a doctor. I think she actually made it to being a doctor, and she killed herself. This was like during the 90s. We were both going to college or whatever. She was going to a separate college, had an opportunity to meet her. One of the distant kind of cousins, and it was heartbreaking. So it's real. It's real. Suicide is real. All right. So we're going to go ahead and kick this off. Motivational Thursday. Motivational Thursday. Let's make this thing happen. Let's pull up our spirits. Know that everything's going to work out, and we're going to dig into it. And how to kind of shift your mindset. Is mindset a real thing? Is it Is it a falsehood? Is it a lie? And let's get into that. All right. Let's all right. So this is your opportunity to share. Make sure you share, because sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. I got Easy E in the building, aka Kaneem Curvey. Shout out to Easy E. A trailblazer. A trailblazer. I don't think sometimes I don't think he gets enough props. All right. So let's go ahead and do this. Be right back.
You're watching the Brothers of Legacy. We don't stand out. We stand up.
Good morning.
What up? What up?
Oh, brother. Pray all is well.
Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna hold you long because you look like you're on the move. So I'm going to ask you a question. And we always talk. It's always story time with Kaneem. So I'm sure this may lead into a story, but I love it. I love it. So with you talked about coming from Texas, going to Atlanta. If you missed all that, I've got several episodes that you need to go back and watch so you can catch up.
Don't do it like that. Don't do it like that.
So you knew you had to get away from certain influences in order to change some things in your life.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So and I'm gonna throw this out there because you know how like people have struggled with like drugs and they're thinking if I just move, I can just get away. But what I realized, because I've seen it, and I've never been on drugs, but I've seen other people that have moved and they still find drugs. And it's great because like in the area, you're like, I didn't even see any drug dealers. I didn't see nobody. Like, how did they find you and you find them? Like how did you?
It's just that element, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
You go from, I mean, it's in every city, you know what I mean? So
right.
if you go looking for it, you're gonna find it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta not want to look for it. You gotta not want it. But if it's just like New Jack City and Chris Rock.
Right.
They be calling
me. Right.
But you can't answer that phone. You got to let it go.
Right.
You got to let it go, man. It's just that simple. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love smoking weed.
Mm-hmm.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. But I had to let it go. I had to.
Right.
My doctor told me I had to.
Wow.
So I mean, it was just that simple. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, now, if I was rich, I would probably do something different.
I got you.
But my doctor told me, you gotta let it go, man.
I got you.
Can't do it. Well, he told me I had to stop smoking.
I got you. Right.
Yeah, I just stopped smoking cigarettes, everything. I just stopped smoking.
Right.
So, but yeah, man, I mean, it's yeah, I mean, just to make a long story short on just the topic you was talking about.
Yeah.
If you're looking for drugs, you're gonna find it.
Right.
Period, point blank.
Right. So a lot. So this is kind of leading into your mindset, kind of having to shift, more than just your location. It's one thing to, like I said, where you're at, you pulled yourself out, you came to Georgia. Let me ask you this. So when you came here, somebody rolling up on you.
I'm in the parking deck. I'm downtown Atlanta in the parking deck.
Like, I need to call somebody. So you move, right? And even people that, like you said, you're escaping a life, because you've been there, you can find it again. Like you can. It don't take much because one, you have the bravado, you have the talk. One conversation with one of the dudes, they're like, "Oh, you about that life?" Like they're probably welcoming you in. May even call back like, yeah, that brother. Oh, okay, he's solid. You have because like even and forgive me guys. Hopefully, I'm not too all over the place, but like there was this show, I think it was called Undercover Millionaire, right? And one of the gentlemen, his name is Grant Cardone, he kind of talked about, they took away everything, and so he had to try to build his money back up, build it back up. And he kind of talked about what he did to get there. The crazy part is, it's like you're listening, you're like, I get what you're saying, but I couldn't do that because I don't have that kind of mindset to know the next steps. Like this dude, he went to a furniture store. He didn't just go there to work to get commission. He said, if I get a certain amount, I can buy you out. I'm gonna be part. Like he negotiated some serious stuff so he's gonna go in there and grind it out. To prove to this dude that he could. So like he was almost owning the furniture store within a month. Like so. Because he had that mindset. Because like for me, like it's funny. Like I had this conversation with my wife one time. Like we've lost a lot, but I could always get back to a certain level, no matter what. Like I could lose everything, but I could always get back to a certain level. And I said, I just need to break the ceiling. I need to get a little higher. Like I can't get higher. Like not that I can't, but it's just like it's like the rungs of the ladder get a little more challenging because I've never been there. So and it's so like I said, like you said, like you lose it. It's like I always get back here. Like I've got no problem getting another car, getting hit. Like I can always seem like the steps to getting there. I can figure that out. Like if someone took everything away right now, threw me on the street, I know what to do to at least get back to living basic. Like I can, like I because it happens. It's happened. I've had a reset several times, but I can always get back, somehow, some way, just because of my attitude, because I know what's available. Like all I got to do is do this, and this, and I can get back to, so let's see what's up. Oh, hey, Sam. Oh, hold on. Pause. Everybody pause.
All right.
Happy birthday, Samantha. Whoa.
Happy birthday, young lady.
She said I ain't going on the street. I know. I'm just saying, we wouldn't be that long. Let's see. For a lot of people in life, it was knowing somebody, right? That helped them get them higher, right? And that would, and honestly, that would be like, if it happened, that would be my thing. Like, I just need to connect with somebody, someone that cares, that just enough to give me a little leeway, to do whatever. That's all. I just need someone to care, just enough. And I won't mess the bridge up. And because that's me, like, because folks that always like in the streets, a lot of times they're there, a lot of times, not all the time. They're there because they burn bridges. They got nobody to reach out to, because they, you try to like, all right, hey, I'll help you. And then they do well, but then you come in the house, this TV's gone, like they can't think forward. They just, if you chill out, you can get your own TV, or you can still do what you want to do, they just, a lot of folks, because that's what I realized, like folks just burn bridges. That's why they're stuck in, in shelter sometimes. And sometimes, I'm making sure, sometimes, at least, hey, Alicia, Coach Kirby in the building.
What up, sweetie?
That's right. It says happy birthday. There says happy birthday, Sam. All right. Yeah, knowing somebody help him high. So, okay, mindset. Boom. Let's get back to where you at. So you're moving from Texas to Atlanta. At any point, because you said you had a certain amount of money that you kind of burned through. It went kind of fast, I guess, faster than you thought.
14,000.
Right. And I was like, I think he said it on here, but just in case you didn't. So you burned through it. All right. Oh, were you tempted? Because I know you've seen them. You're like, maybe I can just go on the streets for a little while, part-time, get out there and get my chips up quick.
I did that actually.
Oh, you did.
The stupidity came through, but I was I went to Detroit.
Okay.
So that was that element. But like I say, it when you wanna get out,
right.
always follow your first mind. So
That's good.
yeah, I mean, I had a dude that had a connection, and you're like, let's go to Detroit. I know such and such. I'm like,
Okay.
hey, I don't know. I need some money, but I
Right.
ain't got no connection. Like,
Right.
I just need you down there to facilitate.
I need a body. I just need a body down there that know how to do this thing.
Yeah. So,
I got experience at this. Right.
but the people he thought he knew, he didn't know. So
Wow.
that kind of fizzled out.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
but I was glad it fizzled out.
Right. That was a good thing. Wow.
If he'd have backed up all
Right.
the talk that he was saying,
Right.
it might have been a whole different situation.
Gotcha. Well, bless the Lord for that.
Yeah.
Bless the Lord. So like you said, so that fizzled out. You kind of like, okay, that was. I guess you consider like, okay, I guess that was a sign for me not to go back into this. All right. So then after that, did you decide like try to go legit in a sense where like, all right, I'm gonna get some skills.
That goes back to the taking showers at Quick Trip.
Okay.
Getting the job at Labor Ready.
Right.
Paying renting a hotel room day by day.
Right.
Hotel room was like $52.
Right.
I might make $55 in one day at Labor Ready.
All right. There you go.
I'm on the dollar menu. So I'm two burgers and a cup of water.
I got you.
Now you only eat one time a day now.
Right. I know. I got it. I'm with you.
I'm two burgers and a cup of water. Hey, so I did that for probably about, I guess, maybe about a month.
Okay.
A month or so.
Okay.
And that's when I got to the part where I had the flat tire on the side of 285.
Right.
Didn't have no driver license. Didn't have no insurance. Walked up to the gas station and the moving company.
Right. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's where everything changed right there when I got that moving company.
I got you. Okay.
I was able to pay for my room. Instead of day to day, I was able to pay for my room for a week.
Right.
And they gave me some breathing room. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Woo, all I gotta do is just keep making this money. So I work with that moving company.
Right.
I think the first week I saved up probably about $400.
Okay.
That first week, paid for another month, saved up another $400. I think once I got up to about $1,500, I went and got me an apartment. No, I'll take that back. I got a roommate. Got an apartment, but I had a roommate.
I got you. Yeah. I got you.
But I got out that hotel room. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah, so.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was steps I had to take. So.
Wow. You know what's so funny? Like the flat tire, as horrible as that was
a blessing.
Was your blessing? Because think about it, Kaneem. Like in my mind, I'm thinking like, how long were you gonna stay just making it? Like until you're just like, you know what, this is not changing. Like this is not getting better.
Yeah, but if I look back in retrospect, the flat tire, no driver license, no insurance, on the side of 285. What was I supposed to do? Where was I gonna get some bread from? Who was gonna allow me to stay at their house when you don't know nobody?
Right.
I ain't had no shelter. I ain't had no cell phone.
Right.
Where was I supposed to go?
Right.
How was I supposed to survive?
Right.
That was another instance on God looking at me like, hey, let me pull you up by your shirt.
Because I see where you're going. Right.
Hey, walk this way. This way, young man. Make this right turn, young man.
Right.
Speak to this person, young man.
Right.
All them steps is laid out by God. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Wow.
Like, hey, and it just put me in a place where I need to be. It was like, hey, all right, there you go. What you
Right.
gonna do with it?
Right.
You
Right.
want to survive. You want to be
Right.
prosperous.
Right.
You want to move forward.
Right.
What you gonna do?
Right.
Hey, and I just listen.
Man, I'm gonna need to clip this up and replay this for some folk. Listen, because that's the thing. People have gotten opportunities, and like I said before, some people are always down or in a space because they get an opportunity and they burn the bridge. They get an opportunity, they take advantage of it. Instead of just looking forward, like, okay, if I just do this for this amount of time, I can get this. Because I know you probably, like most time when you how much we paying? Okay, we'll do that. And I know you think like, okay, boom, that'll pay for my room for the week. If I save that, that'll get me a month. And then like if I could at least get to here, then I'm getting an apartment. It's like because
I had to,
that encourages you. That's like, okay, boom, we could do this every day, every day, every day. Then
bro.
it goes from one meal is now like, yo, I ate twice today.
Yeah, there's no days off. You know what I'm saying? It was just
right.
consistent grind every day.
Right.
Hey, well, hey, it's either this,
Yeah.
or you homeless, or you dead. One of the two. 'Cause
Right.
it ain't like I got brothers and sisters I can call on. Or,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I'm 1,000 miles from where I grew up. I'm like, man, you better get this grind and running. Ain't no excuses.
Right. Right. Focus, guys. And I think that's the main thing. Like, if you're trying to upgrade your life, trying to reach new spaces or new levels, or you want relationships to get better, it's just doing the work. Opportunities are there. Opportunities are around you. I've had to admit, like, though sometimes you're like, man, nobody taught me this stuff when I was growing up. Then I had to sit back and think, because I heard when my wife was talking about, and someone else younger was complaining about how they grew up and stuff. And I had to sit there and think, like, I think people were really trying to tell me. I just wasn't listening. Like, I had folks around because I had to listen. I had to start doing the inventory. Like, yeah, I had some opportunities that I screwed up. Like, I had chances to do certain things I just didn't take advantage of. Like, just really. And it's like I'm on. Listen, my son was. I was really digging into my son like the last couple of days about school and being a part of stuff, and he's like, Dad, you're putting all the pressure on me. I was like, son, because you don't have a lot of time. You got limited time here. There's so much in this school. It's just hard to really explain. I was like, I know from where you stand, you can't see it, but your whole life can be set up if you make the right moves right now. Like, it's just trying to really, and I know it's hard for him to see because I've been there. I've been young. I didn't listen. This is why I keep telling him, because I know I wasn't listening. So it's like, and I'm praying like, okay, God, I just got it. You need to show him. I need you to show him either somebody life that don't have what he have, or show somebody life that got a lot because they made the right steps. Like, I need one of the two, whatever one he needs to see. Either something bad or something great. I just, but I'm gonna keep talking to him. And I'm gonna do my part, God. Just, I praying that I know you're gonna do yours. I'm gonna do mine. I'm being his ear so he can always hear me. And like I said, I was driving him crazy. He said, you said exactly what it takes, AD. Yeah, you got to do the work. Definitely got to do the work. He says, bless the Lord, God had his hand on Kaneem the whole time. Indeed.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Listen, he probably been talking for a long time. He was out there on the block. He's like, you don't want to
ignoring the voice.
Right.
Ignoring the voice. Every time I wake up, just ignoring it.
Right.
I got this. I got this.
He's like, Kaneem, this isn't the day that you want to go on the block. Don't go out there today. I got this. I got this.
Hey, then I'm looking crazy. 6 a.m, police at my door.
Oh man. Just for those that don't know, that's an iced tea reference. What's up, Pastor? Good morning, sir.
What's going on, good brother?
Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody?
Woo.
Oh man, everything's good so far, bro.
Outstanding.
Happy Thursday.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
same
Happy
to you, bro.
Latrice Rollins says Happy Friday Eve.
Right.
Okay.
Oh man. So today we're talking about Mindset Thursday. We got a healthy dose of Kaneem's journey from getting off track and getting back on track, and some of the things that seemed bad but became a blessing. God was just getting his attention.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, double up.
I would sing, but y'all ain't ready.
Oh, okay. There's never a good time not to embarrass yourself.
Never a good time
Not to embarrass
All right, so Pastor,
Sir.
we were talking about mindset and changing and making different decisions. Oh, Mike, you really? Michael said he gave me the go ahead. Sam, look at that. Sam said I like that one. Oh, thank you guys. I'm on fire. I need to find my fan. My son keeps stealing my fan. So Pastor, so today we talked about, like I said, we talked about Mindset Thursday and going from based on your story, you pretty much was well, there were some humps and bumps because we've had some off-camera talks, but you've been pretty consistent in pushing towards your Brady Bunch family, and living a good life. You know what I'm saying? You like, taking certain steps when you worked at the factory, being interested in getting to the next level, getting opportunities and things of that nature. And this actually just came to me, and this for both of you guys. Have you had any bridge burning moments? Because like I was talking about some of the things I didn't listen to, some of the opportunities I had that I didn't take either serious enough or really put more effort into. Yes, sir. So were there any opportunity that you see that you've had and a bridge that you might have burned, that you can think of? And you might have to think back because you might like, you know what? Everything happens for a reason. We know that. But
I had a bridge that I wanted to burn. I don't know if that counts with what you're saying. But yeah, I had one I wanted to burn when I was working at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
Really?
And my in the engineering department, man, my manager was he came I guess I gotta give you a little background. Children's Healthcare Atlanta took over Hugh Spalding when Hugh Spalding was undergraded healthcare system.
Okay.
So when Children's Healthcare Atlanta took over, they brought in a whole team, and we was part of that inaugural team that they brought in.
Of course.
So the manager I had came from Eggleston, and I was fresh hired off the street. So.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, working for this dude, and we all kind of learning together about this because one hospital had never took over. Well, Children's Healthcare Atlanta had never took over another hospital.
Okay.
And they were in partnership with Grady Hospital.
Right.
So we went in, and the manager, he's all this gift gab, what I'm saying, slick tongue. Blah, 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 blah. So get in, and it was kind of like a show and prove type of situation. You get in there, show what you can do. Oh, okay, you did this, you did. I was like, okay. I went to school for industrial systems technology. He's like, right. Oh, what does that mean? That's just a whole bunch of words. I was like, hold on.
Your school, listen.
Yeah. Hey.
Scrabble that joint up.
Hey, so being that he didn't know, so I had to bring my little degree. I have my little associate degree and all
There you
that.
go.
Hey, I got an associate degree.
Right. I done got some schooling.
So we got to talking about different type of systems and
Okay.
HVA systems and
Okay.
PLCs and stuff like that. Anyway,
Right.
so go through that first year.
He tried to play you.
Like I didn't know the lingo or my terminology was suspect. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so we go through all that, and we didn't have enough staff, so we short staff. So I was working day shift, 7 a.m. to 3:30.
Okay.
We have enough staff, so he wanted like, hey, I don't have nobody to cover the second shift, and I really do need somebody. I was like, all right, I can do that. So I went from day shift to second shift.
Okay.
And mind you, when I made this transition, we didn't have nobody for second shift. So he was in this hiring frenzy. So I ended up working like 44 days in a row, right?
Wow.
44 days in a row, no off days, just straight 44 days in a row.
Right.
So after that, we hired somebody. I get back on day shift. So now he all in my ear, like, oh yeah, man, you my number 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make you the lead. You're gonna be this, you're gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I'll make sure I take care of you when it's time to get a raise and all that. You know what I mean?
Okay, I got you, brother.
Not only that, but his mama was in the hospital. So I'm taking him to go pick up his mama, to take her home, to take her to doctor's appointment. Now this all during work hours now.
Oh, okay.
I'm not getting tipping because I'm still getting paid.
Right.
But I am using my vehicle to go pick up your mama to take her home. I'm going to get her Pall Mall cigarettes. I'm like, your mama got to be at least 80 years old, still smoking cigarettes. So
was those Pall Malls with or without the filter?
In the red pack. I don't know.
No filter.
Okay. I don't know. Hey, so we doing all this, right?
Right.
Doing all that. Then I'm taking his wife. I'm picking up his wife in the morning on my way to work to drop her off at work. Because she works with Children's too.
Okay.
So I'm doing all this personal for his family.
Right.
And working all these days. I'm going above and beyond.
That's way above.
Yeah.
That's way above. All right.
So first raise, this is an opportunity to show me.
Right.
I've been putting in work.
More work.
This dude gave me a 30-cent raise. A quarter and a nickel. Wow. I didn't say 30%. Wow. I said a 30-cent raise. Hey, but when he give me when he slide the paper across the desk, he's like, I know it ain't enough, but I'm gonna make sure I take care of you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going through all this. Hey, now we going into year 2.
Oh wow.
So still doing my thing. His mama died in the second year.
Right.
I'm the only person to show up at his mama's funeral. That staff wise, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in his family, but I ain't in his family.
Right.
So I'm going through all this. The second raise come up.
Right.
Another 30-cent raise. Wow. So I got 60-cent raise in 24 months.
So that's an extra $624 a year. You should be happy.
If that's the calculation that you want to do, that's fine.
I used to do that all the time when he give you a couple of pennies, like you get another $1,200. Like really?
Yeah, that ain't work for me. That ain't work for me. So
you becoming the go-to guy.
Immediately when I got the 60-cent raise, he tried to give me the same spiel from the first 30-cent raise. I know this ain't enough. I was like, yeah, you're right. It ain't enough. So then now you see that 38 hot. I'm like, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not. So from that point on, I just gave him the cold shoulder. Okay. Hey man, I need you to work on such. I can't do it. No, I just can't do it. I ain't got no excuse. I can't do it.
Right. I just can't.
Stay cold shoulder.
Right.
So At that point, I'm looking for another job.
Of course.
Looking for another job. And then I'm putting in an application. And
Uh-huh.
what do you know? Georgia Power. Bam. Hit me
Right.
up.
Nice.
I said, okay. So I take the job at Georgia Power. I gave him 2 weeks notice, right?
Right.
So we've been battling the whole time for this 2 weeks. I'm trying to maintain civility.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the same time, because you know what I'm saying? Just because I don't deal with him,
Right.
they'll see that, you know what I'm saying, if I need to come back to Choa,
Right.
I can.
Right. I'm
You know
with
what
you.
I'm
Try not
saying?
to burn the bridge. Try not to burn it. Right.
Exactly. But I wasn't caring about him.
Right.
It was chores that I was worried about. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you know, my last day there, he just going away party.
Oh.
This dude gonna put up some cookies and lemonade, and that's it. A gallon of lemonade and 10 cookies in a box.
Oh wait.
And then he put it. It wasn't even in the conference room.
Wow.
It was in a patient room that they had took the bed out of because it was out of service. So he got this. I don't know if you know them tables that slide up to your bed when you're in the.
Yes.
It was on one of them. It wasn't even on the banquet table. It was on one. I was like, oh, okay. So touche, my brother. Touche. So you trying to get me back for okay? All right, touche. So you know, I dipped, but now he's short staffed. So when I went to Georgia Power,
right,
he was calling me every day. Hey man, you can do PRN. You can just come over here and we can just pay you straight cash. You ain't gotta, cause they no benefits. We can just write you a check. I was like, I can't do it. Right. So he just kept calling. I just ignored the number. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just bypassing it.
Right.
I was like, man, this dude needs to stop calling me. So all my other buddies who I was working with, we was all cool. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, hey, what's the name keep calling you? I know he keep calling me. Don't he get the message? Right. Well, y'all go ahead, since y'all want to play messenger. Right. Y'all tell him I've said a bunch of cuss words. and y'all deliver that message. So I made sure I cut that bridge real good.
I got you.
That story time.
I don't agree, man.
Huh?
I don't agree.
You don't agree with what?
That entire story tells me he burnt the bridge.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Hey, after the second 30-cent raise, oh yeah, he done burned that bridge good.
That guy burned the bridge.
Yeah, that's
well,
crazy.
I called it that because he kept calling me and I didn't want to call him. So then when I left the cuss message with him, I thought for sure that burnt the bridge with him.
I tell people all the time that, you know, a lot of times, like if I caught you in that moment where you like cussed him out,
right,
then I'd be looking at you, but I don't have the backstory.
Right.
And what I tell people is don't confuse fed up with crazy.
Right.
Because you might have caught me in a moment where I was fed up.
Yep.
And in that moment, you don't have the background and I look crazy.
Yep.
But please don't confuse me being fed up with me being crazy.
Oh yeah. It's kind of like, you know, when kids are in the space and you hear somebody get smacked, you know, and then you come out.
Don't be hitting that baby. Come get him.
Come right. He been picking at me the whole time. He been poking, he been pushing, and I just smacked him once. I could have smacked him twice. Because I didn't want you, because I knew I was gonna get in trouble, but that was enough. Was enough.
I feel like because you're a better man than me. You lasted longer than I probably would have. So I tip my hat to you on that 30 cents.
30 cents.
Look,
a quarter.
$624 a year, sir.
Like you had me at hello, you lost me at 30 cents.
Right. Like I say, I was 38 hot that second time. The first time was an adjustment. That second time, man, you must be out your. I was.
Thank you, Lord.
I was 38, but. Well, anyway, moving on. That's my story about my bridge.
Oh yeah, that was a good story. Good story. But that's on him.
Yeah, 100%.
You had the patience of Job in that one.
So let's see, Urban Country News.
I can think of
happy birthday. That
I
is the
can think
wife.
of mistakes that I've made that burned bridges. I probably
Right.
burned 1 or 2 when I was young.
Right.
Just not really understanding the long-term impact of decisions. You make a short-term decision that has a long-term impact.
Right.
I think for me, a bridge burned is a relationship or a situation that had no resolve, no resolution.
Oh, sometimes.
You didn't go get it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes we make mistakes and don't realize we don't see the aftermath.
Right.
Because not everybody will tell you that you did them wrong or they felt you did them wrong.
Right.
Some folks would just cut you off.
Yeah. 100%.
Right. So for me, it would be maybe hurting someone and not knowing the extent of the pain. Right. And I never had the opportunity, or at least I didn't think it was necessary to go and fix it. And then I find out later, ooh, I didn't realize. Yeah. Yeah. That's why it's important. Like for me, it's like, tell me and get my reaction before you cut me off. Right. Those are things that I had to learn. So, those like just burning a bridge, someone would have to tell me.
Yeah, that you did.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like I can think of like situations where I felt guilty about something after a while.
Right.
I got to take this call, y'all.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right.
Okay.
I said now sometimes what appears to be a burnt bridge was actually a key to freedom.
Yeah.
It could be. It could be some. I think the only problem sometimes with burned bridges is the fact that if my bridge is Kaneem, we have the bridge, but some of the people on his side I like or connected to, our burnt bridge may sever my ties with those connections as well. Because if they may feel, so you ever feel like there might be a stronger loyalty to Kaneem than me, and it's like, I like Kaneem. I don't think especially if they like his character, like I don't want to mess up our relationship by messing with Ant. Like we don't have anything deep enough to take the risk, like so. If he call, I may answer. I may text back, nah, I can't do it. I ain't available. Because you ever have those, like sometimes the group separate, and it's like sometimes you feel like you got to choose a side or you got to be a part, unless you know the character of the person. It's just like Kaneem's always getting at it with everybody. Like so like this dude is just into it with everybody. So then it's like Ant's cool. So I'm gonna find a way to navigate this thing, but I ain't cutting it off. He said one of the problems with burnt bridges is the method that usually takes place. Yeah, that matters. Definitely.
I agree.
Yeah, and I one of my infamous burnt bridges is with Kmart. I didn't know the term job abandonment. So I got stuck in North Carolina when I was working in New York, and you're supposed to call in at least every day. It doesn't matter, just call in. Like I can't come in or whatever. I said, I'll call them I'll talk to them when I get back. I think it's about 4 or 5 days I got back. I was like, job abandonment? I was stuck.
You was young and you was learning.
Right. I was like, I should have called you every day.
And let them know the situation.
Right, and give them a chance to either keep me or fire me. So then a couple of years later, I tried to apply for Sears and Kmart, they were buddies. So Sears was like, buddy, you left Kmart before, and not in the right way, Yeah. So I was like, never do that again.
That's how I learned about my 2 weeks.
Right.
I learned about it them 2 weeks doing so much. One thing I will say, every job that I left,
yes,
well, I've never been fired. Let me say that.
never been fired.
Never been fired. I'm 48 and never been fired from any job I ever had.
Yeah, that's good.
But I left a bunch of them.
Right.
But it always was a stepping stone. More money.
Right.
But I've never been fired.
I've been fired once. Yeah, once. Big Lots. Hated that job anyway. I was glad it was the happiest day of my life. And they got, it was one of those. It was a truck day too. Like they get the truck in there, and it was getting stuff, and it was like the line went outside, and it's always like either hot or rainy. It was just never good weather whenever the truck came. Never. I think there was like something, and so she said, "I just wanted to sit you down and tell you that we gotta let you go." I think I was late a lot. It was a struggle season. I was just late a lot. I was trying. Like one time I walked probably like 4 miles to get to work because my car broke. I was trying. I put a lot of effort to get there. And she fired me. It's like I had joy in my face. Like, okay, like, oh, okay, like I'm fired. Yes, I was ready to quit. So, but outside of that, yeah, that's probably that. I'm sorry.
Oh, I got a funny story.
Okay, serious.
When I was in,
Danny? Good morning.
When I was in Kentucky, working for this factory. Now, this was me. I told you all about the time when I was in that shelter, and this was me working my way out.
Okay.
So I was working for this blue jean factory, Flynn Enterprises. They make blue jeans for like Sears and JCPenney's and all that. And so I worked for that company for a while. But while in Kentucky is a farmland, but they raise tobacco.
Okay.
Right? And the tobacco season is August. And so people who work regular jobs, they look forward to the tobacco season. It's like tax season because you make cash money and you can make a lot of it if you work the hours, if you work the field. Like you can cut tobacco season, you can spike tobacco, put it on the spike, you can hang it. You get paid to hang tobacco in the barn for it to dry out. There's a process for drying tobacco. Gotcha. And so I know nothing about this, but I keep hearing everybody talking about tobacco season is coming. Tobacco season is coming. And I'm like, okay. And I've been in the military. So I'm like, I can get out there in the field. I've been in the woods, I've been in the desert, I've been in the jungle. I can work a tobacco field.
Right.
So I connect with this group of guys and we jump on these trucks to go out to a tobacco field and start working. So the first job is they're cutting tobacco. Okay. So cutting tobacco, you have this long wooden rod with the tip of it has this metal blade, and the blade is in the shape of a hook, but it's a blade, a sickle. And so, hey, sweetie.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Where you going? Oh, okay. Sorry. And so you got the sickle, and so you're supposed to get the base of the tobacco plant because they're about between 5 and 7 feet tall. Okay. So you get all the way to the base of it, and you just chop it and you throw it to the side. Somebody else comes behind you, and they have these long metal spikes, and you take the base of the tobacco and you spike it. You put it on a spike, and you just stack them up on the spike. You can probably put 6 or 7 plants on a spike. The spike is like 5 feet long, and then you hang it on the back of the truck, and then you wheel it off to the barn. You climb to the top of these barns with metal tins. It's August in Kentucky, so the sun is shining, right? And the barns have tin roofs.
Hot.
So it's hot up at the top of the barn.
Right.
Me, with my gung-ho self, says, I've jumped out of airplanes. I've rappelled out of helicopters. I can climb to the top of the barn. I don't have any fear of heights, not knowing. The tobacco leaves have all this substance floating around. The higher you go, the harder it is to breathe. Right? Because you got all this stuff floating. I mean, it's just crazy. And then the bees up in the top of the barn. So it was not a good experience, right? But you're getting like back then, you're getting like $8-9 an hour when minimum wage was like $3.35.
Right.
So, okay. So drive safe. So it's a miserable experience to make this money. And these guys are out here working 6-7 days a week, but they're making thousands of dollars during tobacco season.
Right.
Great money when you know how to do it and you're used to. I am slow as molasses because it's my first time doing it. So I was slow cutting tobacco.
Right.
I was slow spiking tobacco.
Right.
And I was slow up in that roof of the barn, up in that barn because I couldn't breathe.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
No mask or anything. It was just horrible. So at the end of the day, I'm looking forward to getting paid. And I see this guy counting this cash out to everybody one by one. And I felt like, I'm like, wow, the only difference here is we're getting paid because this feels like slavery. That's how I felt.
Right. 100%.
So we're getting on the truck to come back in. And I see the guy that brought me in talking to the foreman.
Yeah.
And I see the foreman telling him, don't bring him back. So
you get up.
One day working the tobacco field with my little in-shape self,
right,
I got fired.
Wow.
It was depressing.
Wow.
Right? Because it was such easy money.
Wow.
And I was so tired after that first time. I thought I had worked my behind off.
Right.
But I was being compared to folks who've been doing this stuff
for a long time.
Since they were teenagers. Yep.
Right. Yep.
So yeah, I got fired. Straight up.
Wow. Yeah. Well, hey. You didn't catch on quick enough. All I can say, that's it.
I caught on, man. I did. Hey, don't tell me I didn't catch on. I caught on, bro. You gonna bring all that pain all the way back.
Bring it all back. And how many decades? It's gonna bring it back. It's bring it back. It's gonna open that wound back open.
Yeah, well, it ain't even some situation. It was a fast food job I had at Popeyes. They put me back there with the chicken. I'm breading and about to dip the chicken and fry the chicken, right?
Right.
I did that for 2 days and I quit the second day. Like, hey, we gotta change this all out because they change the all out every night, right? We gotta change this all out. I said, well, I won't be doing that as I took that box of chicken and went on out the front door. 2 days at Popeyes. 2 days.
He said, well, no about that. He said, moral of the story, Pastor never smoked.
They ain't gonna go that far, Jeff. We ain't gonna go that far,
Jeff. Oh man. All right. Listen, we're about to get out of here. Listen, I think I probably said it. I had a job, and the guy told me, he said, only reason I ain't firing you because you really trying to put some effort into what you doing. You working hard. You're not doing a good job, but you working. Like, man, I was trying. I had to it was like this metal, like they galvanized, like the steel, like you see the light poles, the big light poles, they were dipping them into like acid and then to a steel, like they were, galvanizing it and making it able to withstand the weather. And what I had to do in this open warehouse thing was you had to paint, but before you paint, you got to chip the old paint off. So I had this thing that's like all day, and it's like up in the rafters with butterflies that were like probably like this big. These huge, they weren't moths, they were butterflies. Like, like I don't know, the steel, something made them. They were dangerous. I don't know, but anyway, I was up there all day. But like as much as I was working, I wasn't making a lot of progress. Like, I was busting my. I mean, it was like it was hot because all the heat plus the acids and stuff. It was just hot. But I was there every day, like busting my hump trying to make it. And he's like, because he asked me, he's like, what do you usually do? I was like, I've done like sales and retail. Like,
you one of them.
I had soft hands. My hands were soft. Yeah. You soft hands.
You one of them inside ones. Right. You don't know nothing about no manual labor.
Right. It was like, I was like, but I'm trying, sir. Like,
You one of them climate control Negroes.
right. Air conditioned? Yes, indeed. I'm in the office. I'm supposed to be down there in the office. That's where I'm supposed to be.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Like I said, it was hard. It was rough. But but yeah, like I said, he said I ain't gonna fire you because look like you really try. I was like, sir, I am. I know I suck, but I'm trying. So it's like, so I'm gonna let you stay a little while. But yeah, afterwards, it's like, no, because I was in a temp agency, so he didn't really have to talk to me. He just called Tim. Hey, don't send that brother back. Don't send that brother back. So
that is true.
Oh man, you're right. Basically, Jeff, he's like, I was trying, but I was pathetic. I was putting all my effort in there. He said,
yeah, I was gonna tell Jeff. I noticed that I caught that comment. You, because that's how I was. I was trying, but I was pathetic.
But I knew, like, I was like, I just can't. And there was another guy, of course, him doing it. I'm looking like, how is this Negro doing this? Like trying to follow somebody's technique. You like, I that and
I did that, but they said something to me. They said, one wrong move when you're spiking the tobacco,
right?
That spike could go right through your hand. And I'm like,
wow.
I'll be careful then.
Right.
Careful means slow.
Right.
Yeah. That's what careful means. You're right about that.
Right. Because you're ready to just make it happen, but then they're like, oh, I could do it. Okay.
This could go through my hand, and if I'm not paying attention, okay.
Let me move real slow.
I'm gonna move quickly, but I'm gonna move carefully.
Right.
And I just, like, for me, it was like I wanted to be able to brag about not being the guy that scarred himself day one
on the first day.
Yeah. I don't want to be that dude.
Right.
I wasn't that dude.
Right.
But I also wasn't the dude there for day two.
So you needed to take an L. You should have took an L.
Yeah. My thing was, I can't. Here's the thing. Like, that you can only get better doing this.
Right.
Repetition.
Right.
It's key. Right. But he was like, I don't want you back. I'm like, how? Like,
I just started.
How bad must I have looked?
Right.
He ain't see it in you.
Right. Yeah.
That's the thing. He knows people that work the fields.
Yeah.
And I did not look the part.
Right.
He ain't see it in you.
Yeah.
That my second fail was a bricklaying. I tried that. Yeah. I didn't even get a chance to get good at that. I watched the dudes. They just boom, 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 boom. I'm like, hold on. It took me probably like 15 minutes to get one brick down. Like, so they put me on dirt duty. Like, okay, you're gonna be the one pulling the dirt over. Go on, grab that wheelbarrow.
That put you on a duty like you had no skills needed whatsoever.
Right.
Like,
I just get your back moving, get it back and forth. I need you to hustle with that. That's what
you didn't even have to pick up a shovel. You was just a barrel boy. Eh? Okay, it's full. I that's one thing about it, man. I grew up working outside with my granddaddy, so you know what I'm saying. I
missed that.
He had us out there doing everything, picking okra, picking tomatoes. We was all catching chickens. We was always outside, man.
Yeah, I've always had the air conditioned life. Let's see. Them tiny plastic cans. I for sure spike myself. Right. Right. Exactly, Jeff. I was getting the show. It's all good though. It's all good. I was the best shoveler there. All right, guys. Let's get out of here. Hopefully we motivate you a little bit. Mindset. Change your mindset.
I definitely got a tickle out of it, that's for sure.
Just listen. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you are following us on whatever platform, on Facebook, hitting the bell notification. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and hitting that bell notification so you always know that we're here. Again, we appreciate you. Sorry, I was looking at the comment. Oh, he said, been there, buddy. Appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you share. We look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Continue to make good decisions, drive safe. And like I said, again, know anybody or experience a mental health crisis, make sure you are dialing 988. 988. All right. So be safe, and we will see you in the morning. Thank you, Mama Corey. Thank you, Jeff, for rocking with us.
Hey, Mom.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody.
And again, happy birthday, Sam.
Everybody.
Yes, indeed. We will see you guys same time, same channel, Freestyle Friday. If you're here in Atlanta, any metro city, please drive safe. Drive safe.
And corny dad jokes.
Oh, yeah, it's going down.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
It's going. He said, "Oh Lord, Friday's coming."
Can we get the jokes out of the way early? I hate to leave on a joke that just don't sit well in my heart.
I'm gonna snatch the last 3 minutes, and I'm just.
Oh, Jesus. Lord. You got me calling on the Lord. Oh, praise him.
All right, guys. And know that we love you. God loves you more. Stay safe. Peace out.